Welcome to Tier 1 Apps. My name is Scott, and I'm going to show you around the admin area a little bit. But before we get into it, I'm going to show you some apps that were made here. And these all kind of look different, and they all do different things, but I wanted to show you kind of what's possible with Tier 1 apps. This is a dog hospital. This one is a vape shop. This one is a restaurant app. And you can see that they all look different, they all do different things, and they all have different features. And that's the power of Tier 1 apps, is the platform allows you to build virtually anything you want and to make it look any way that you want it to. So let's take a look at some of this. But maybe before we do that, let's click on Create New Web App. This is where you would start, and you can start with a template. We'll say Create from Template, and this kind of gives you the look and feel. You can choose one of these and of course update the content as well as the images to what is needed for the app that you are building. Now as you get better at this and you understand the system better, you will probably forego the templating system and you will create from blank. And when you click that, basically you just type in the name of the app and click save, and you're presented with something that looks just like this. And that is what we have right here with Max Garage. This is a app that has no styling or anything. This is just a blank canvas from which to create your app. So let's go to Edit Content. And when we get here, we are at Edit Web App. The Messaging Center link here is for the marketing platform for your customer to get their customers to sign up to the email list or text messaging list, and then your customers can come into the messaging center and send out marketing emails or text messages to their customers. We'll get to that more in a minute. I don't mean to confuse you with that. It's a very powerful piece of the puzzle with Tier 1 apps, and we'll discuss more of that later. But right now preview is selected, so this is the preview. We have three other buttons: Settings, Content, and Extras. Whenever we're going to create an app, we always want to start with content. And I'm not going to go into great detail with each one of these because there are tutorial videos for each one that will go into much greater detail, and I'll show you right here. At the top right, you'll see something that says tutorial video. If you want to know exactly what all of this does over here, you can click tutorial video and it will go into great detail. But on the home page, we can change images, we can do text, HTML, links, these are our links here, how they show up, if they show up, social media links, what page we actually want it to land on. I know this is maybe a little confusing at first. Once you get into the system, it will become crystal clear as to how it all works. The HTML text pages, this is where, we'll just click Add New Page, this is where we can add unique pages to our web app if we want to, links to web pages and phone numbers. I will show you what this does. We can choose link to an outside website. We can do tap to call a phone number or tap to text a number. That's how we would set all that up in here. V-cards, if you're not familiar with what a V-card is, basically, and I'll show you right here, you would add all of the contact information for your client into here, and then on the app there would be a button that says V-card. They would tap that, and at that point they would be able to download this business's contact information onto their phone's contacts, which is a really, really neat feature. Social media links, don't need to explain this. You would just put all the social media links here. Join our list. This is part of the marketing platform for the Messaging Center, and this is really the most powerful part of this, because businesses need to get customers into their marketing platform or their marketing list. That way they can market to them going down the road. And this is one way to do that with the Join Our List program. And people can join either with email or text messaging. And of course, the email us form, all they do is put an email address in there, and then any contact information goes to the business. Rate Us is a nice little feature. You can enable it or disable it, and it allows customers to rate the business, and only that information goes to the business. Addresses in Google Maps, this gives door-to-door directions via GPS. Custom forms, this is a neat little thing here. If you needed to make a custom form, this is all drag and drop. So we can come over here and drag it, and it builds it on the fly. And then of course you can change the titles to all this. And then when someone sends this, it gets sent to the email address, the customer's email address, the business's. Scratch off coupons, this is another great feature of Tier 1 apps where you can rub off an image for the scratch off coupon. There can be winners or not winners. You'll see when you get into the system. There's an event calendar, photo gallery, punch card, a loyalty punch card, which is a really great feature, and it is very flexible. You can have as many or as few punches as you want, and then the business can decide what they're willing to provide the customer for their loyalty. Products and services, this is where a person could put in or a business can put in their products or services as well as sell them through the app. The menu, this is just for restaurants. If they want to put their menu on the app, they can do that. The directory, this is almost an app unto itself. This is almost like the Yellow Pages. We've had a lot of customers have some really good luck. Luck's not really a good word, but quite a good revenue stream from setting up local directories within their communities. And then of course links to a desktop website if you want to put a link to the desktop website. So that's content. We need to fill all this in first before we worry about styles and colors or making the app look a certain way. So in settings, we have title and description. This is you can change the title, and of course you can update things for SEO if you wanted to. Home screen icon. This, you would upload an icon here, and when someone wanted to save the app to their phone, that's the image that would appear on their home screen. Facebook share image, if they wanted to share their app on Facebook, this is the image that would appear. Header and footer, this is where you would spend a good amount of time. This is where you can really make the app look the way that you want it to. You can change title bar, and you can upload image here into the header. Tab bars, button bars. I know you don't know what these things are right now. The tutorial video would explain what everything is. But once you understand it, it's super easy to comprehend and know what it does. The footer is basically the same thing as the header. Of course, the footer is at the bottom of the app, and the header is at the top of the app. The slide menu, that is, there'll be a button. If you want to have this button where it says menu, you can tap that, and the menu would slide in and out. You'll see when you play with it. Page transitions. This would be when someone clicks to a different page. How do you want the transition to look? Do you want the page to fade in or out, flip in or out, turn, slide? It's completely up to you, however you wanted to do it. Save home screen triangle. If this is enabled, and this is basically on or off, if it is on, there would be a triangle that would appear on the bottom right of the app when someone would tap it with their finger. Then basically a pop-up would come up that would tell them how to save this app to their home screen. Now this is where you're going to spend most of your time when you're in settings, and this is in styles and colors. This is how you can make your app look however you want it to. And we've gone to great lengths here to where we've made it easy, and we've made it advanced, and there are pre-made styles, and there's color code. And I'm going to explain that here in just a second. The simple, there's basically 6 colors to choose from, and these colors correspond to these buttons and the title bars and the tab bars and the text and the background color, that sort of thing. That's really simple. You can choose these 6 and you'll be done with the styles and colors. Or where you will, once you really understand the system, you will probably forego the simple and you will go to advanced. And this is granular here. You can change every little aspect of the app through here, and to give it the exact look and feel that you want it to have. Most systems kind of lock you down into a template, and you don't really get much say in it. This is the template, and there you go, and you better be happy with it. That's the power of this platform, in that you can change the look and the feel and the style of each individual app to however you want it to look. Now we also have pre-made, and what this is basically your links on the app this is what it would look like. Now you can change the colors and that sort of thing, but we've taken the liberty to kind of make some different links to look like this. And then you have color code, and this is really innovative in that Tier 1 customers can share these color codes with each other. If a reseller created an app that you like and it's really, really nice looking, that reseller can provide the color code for that app. You can type in the color code right here, say 1C, and then you could click load, and then all of the colors, the style, everything will be loaded into that app. And of course, then you would have to create the content on your own. Very innovative, one of the things that really makes this platform stand out. So now we have shopping cart, and that's the e-commerce function of this. Google Analytics, you can sign up for Google Analytics and include that into the app, and you can get their analytics are second to none. And then of course, third-party code. You can put in third-party code here if you wanted like a chat or anything like that into the app. So that's a brief overview of content and settings. What is extras? You have opt-in widget, and we'll take a look at that. This is for text messaging for customers to sign up to your customers' text messaging or email list. We have one with no styling, which they can style on their own if they don't like the way the style looks in the basic one. Every app comes with its own QR code. Nice. And website redirect. And what this code does is if your client has a website and they want people on mobile devices, if they go to their website, it will redirect them to the mobile app. And you can choose this if you want to or not. Now, with all of this content, you don't have to use all of it. Depending on what you want, what you're trying to get out of this app that you're creating, you can use as little or as much of the content as you want to. And in settings under styles and colors, you can make this app look any way you want to. So let's go back real quick to Edit Web App. And I actually want to go back to the Administrator Control Panel. And since we went over that, now I want to again show you what some of these apps look like. This, of course, what you're seeing here is just a blank canvas. The Live Oak app, this is what it looks like. And basically it started with this, and I made it look like this. Very simple, very easy to do. For a Vapor Shop, I started with a blank canvas and created this. And then with this Oscars app, we made it look like this and used different features to create this. So the platform Tier 1 Apps uses is very, very powerful. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to call or email us, and we'll help you the best we can. Thank you very much.